Okay, we are back, and we are in front of the housing, the tiny house project with Heather with Origins Faith Community Outreach, and she's going to give us a kind of a rundown about this community.
Yeah, well, this little community that we have is, we've been pretty blessed. So we ran this project last April, and we had some amazing outcomes. And so we're really looking forward to what comes out of this. So this is one of the units. These are 8x10 units. Inside they have a light. They have a porch light. They have a smoke alarm. They have a heater that's built into the wall. And they have a refrigerator and a microwave. And then we provide cots. Some people choose to bring their own air mattresses or something that's more comfortable. But we do provide cots, sleeping bags, and pillows to everyone that moves in.
And this is a temporary housing in that it's for the winter only. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes, this is a winter shelter project. So this will end April 30th because according to whatever funding was made available for this program, that is the end of winter months for this area.
Mm-hmm. And so then do the houses stay here over the winter? Because
Yes.
the last place they
Mm-hmm.
got moved at the end of the, I don't know where they got moved to, but they did get moved.
They actually sat there until they got moved here.
Did they?
Yeah. The city, that was a city lot, and the city kind of took care of them and kept an eye on them for us. And then they got moved here. So we started December 28th. So I want to say the second week of December, they got moved over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we have 4 porta potties. One of them is ADA, of course. And we have 4 hand washing stations. We provide any PPE that anyone needs. We provide masks, hand sanitizer, gloves, anything that they need to keep them safe and sanitize. We provide cleaning products so they can sanitize their units and clean up. And really, they create their own little community in that if there's garbage on the ground, they'll pick it right up. We don't have to ask them to keep tidy. They come and ask for brooms. They sweep up after themselves. It's really, really pleasant. And I know we couldn't show them on camera, but you met one of our shelter stayers a moment ago, and they're all really that pleasant. And so the majority of them are elderly and or disabled. And then, like I said, we do have a few families with children here. So there's some kids that run around and play in the gravel and have a good time. So that's nice.
People help.
Yeah.
Oh.
How can people help?
Man, well, everything costs money, and I know that everyone understands that, but the amount of funding that it takes to keep these things going is great. And but other than that, sleeping bags, sweaters, coats, socks. So many homeless people want a clean pair of socks, and socks is always in huge demand. We get more requests for socks than anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And I know our church gave you a dollar donation, a
Yes.
money donation.
Yes.
But you take food and canned food and that sort of thing as you would to a
Absolutely.
food bank.
Yep.
Anything like that.
Yes.
Where do we drop that off? Do we go to the front of the building and ring the bell?
You can,
like I did.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can bring it here to the shelter office, which is number 1. It's the first unit on the lot, and they would just then hand it out and make sure that everybody got some. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
And is there anything that you would really like people to know? That we're from Vail, and there are other little communities.
Yeah.
Ontario might have some knowledge about what's needed, but what would you like surrounding towns to know?
I would really like them to know that we support them. So if they have people in their communities, they can shelter here. This is not an Ontario project. This is a Malheur County project. So if they're residents of Malheur County, if they can get over here, they can apply online. So if somebody needs assistance, if somebody in an outside town could help them fill out the application and they qualify, somehow we would get them over there and hopefully really get them the assistance that they need, whatever that may look like.
Mm-hmm. Well, we really appreciate the time and the trouble that you have gone to for this. You guys lead by great example and positive example, and I think for our Lenten season and our motto this for Grace Lutheran has kind of been Lent, live, love, life, and Lent, be the change. Nice. Is kind of what we have taken as our motto for this season. So we'll end with a quote that was allegedly made by St. Francis, and he said, "Preach the gospel at all times, and when necessary, use words." Peace be with you, and have a healthy week.